Greetings, YouTube. Once again, happy Monday. Every once in a while, I see a disturbing trend in the community, mostly because of feedback I'm receiving from people who don't know each other but have the same complaints, fears, distresses, etc. And after a while, the pattern of behavior becomes so apparent that I choose to make a video kind of outlining the issue and the following concerns about the issue. So I am showing you a 6-star roster that, quite frankly, I don't deserve. I deserve maybe one of these people, right? Like maybe a Corvus or a Domino or a Ghost or even like a Wasp or an Iron Man Infinity War. Heck, I've really enjoyed 6-star Gamora, Guillotine, Luke Cage, etc. But the RNGesus has blessed my account, an account that spends far less than so many other better players who have far more of a disposable income than my mostly Swagbucks income on 6-star crystals, and I've just gotten lucky. And it started out terrible, right? It started out, my first 3 6-stars were Storm, Drax, and Deadpool X-Force. That is a meme-worthy start. And then I hit like the lottery, and it just kind of hasn't looked back since then. But this is not the common 6-star roster, and I put out a video a couple hours ago in which I talked about what I'm seeing, especially from free-to-play players, as like the common 6-star looks. And there are some of these people. Certainly Juggernaut is a common 6-star to pull. Storm is a common 6-star to pull. I've seen Winter Soldier a lot, Deadpool X-Force a ton. But my point is, most 6-stars, by design, by Kabam, are these kind of champions in front of you that you will never, ever take to rank 2 unless there is a significant buff to that champion with like a beta test, and that causes you to have the motivation to rank them up. So most 6-stars, other than the points you get from Arena, which are substantial if you grind that 5-star featured Arena with 6-stars, you just won't use. And it takes a very, very long time still for most players, especially those like myself who are outside of the Platinum and Master Alliance War brackets, to form a fully formed 6-star. And with event quests like this month with the BS uncollected Thanos, a lot of summoners are not capable of defeating that final boss. And so the 6-stars they normally count on from 100% completing the uncollected difficulty of the monthly quest, they're going to have to give up and wait an extra couple weeks until we have another about 3 weeks to go before the new event quest comes in the month of June. So 6-stars are very hard to get, and most of them are trash because we know that most of the best champions in the game were released before the 6-star roster was taken over by Kabam. And so Kabam has this new kind of mentality that they've had. I say new, but it's really not new, right? It's like the last couple years, where if you have a new champion, you are going to release them as a 5- and 6-star champion no matter what. This has led for champions that I can guarantee you, if they had been released into the game like at the time of Stark Spidey or Blade or Medusa, Hyperion, etc., they would not have the opportunity to be 6-stars because Kabam would say that they're too OP. But they are required by the pattern that they have instituted for their own game to release the new champions, the new featured champions, as 5- and 6-stars, which is also why they're trying to do their best to tweak champions that are useful but don't break the game. This is also why 2 of the most coveted 6-stars in front of you are Corvus and Domino, simply because had it been before then, they probably would have been limited to being 5-stars, but now Kabam is forced to, with their marketing, to release 6-star versions of their new champions. This is also why I truly believe they're going down a path like kind of like with Aegon or even Void, where you can get a 6-star, and heck, you can even win the lottery and awaken that 6-star, but it's going to be so hard to take them up to a signature level that's going to make them like the 5-star you're used to or the 4-star you're used to, that it's just going to be a very long time. We're talking about years before you get that 6-star up to Sig 200, unless you're just somebody who wants to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on a mobile video game every month. So this is why, because Kabam is refusing to have 6-stars like Blade and Stark Spidey, Ghost Rider, Hype, etc., I could go down the list, you are forced to have a pool of mostly mediocre to trash champs. And I'm hearing from several people that they're done. They kind of built up a 5-star roster that they're proud of, and now that Act 6 has come along, and on the horizon, the rumor of 6-star only champions being brought into future paths like maybe Chapter 3, Chapter 4, etc. They're just done. And these are people who've been playing the game for years. This is one of the reasons why, my good friend and somebody who's truly missed every day in the community, the Idolist, gave up the game. He just said, I don't want to start over. I essentially don't want to start over on 6 stars when I cared about 5 stars. And a lot of people, a really good amount, left the game when 6 stars were announced, because originally when 6 stars were announced, we didn't even have Tier 5 basic Catalyst in the game. We didn't have the ability to take our 5 stars to their max rank before the 6 stars were introduced, which I still think was a mistake on Kabam's part. So the bottom line with this video is twofold. One, 6-star champions are mostly trash. So even if you pull a 6-star, you're going to be upset. And as much as it might be nice to play with like a 6-star Guillotine or a 6-star Electra, 6-star Green Goblin, Yondu, etc., they're not going to be the champs that you want to take up past these top tier, god tier 5 stars. But the bigger point, and the reason why I'm choosing to make this video today, is because Kabam, in their infinite quest for greed, has still kept the price on their average 6-star deal at $100 for 20% of a 6-star crystal, which, if you do the math, multiply it times 5, that's $500 asking price for a 6-star crystal, which is mostly filled with champs that stink, that you can't upgrade, and that are actually just going to make you feel more burnt out on the game and less likely to play it. If 6 stars truly are the new 5 stars, which is an annoying comment I see time and time again from people, which is not true at all, especially when you consider the great champions that are being left out of the 6-star pool currently. But even if that were true, even if somehow that was correct, if the price doesn't come down on 6-star crystals going forward, the community is going to suffer to the point that more and more people are going to get burnt out and just quit the game. And that is a troubling pattern for somebody who has a YouTube channel that wants to grow the game, not suppress its growth. And so this deal on the left, this $49.99 deal, it should be about $29.99 in about 6 months. This price point is far too high for the average summoner, especially when the new 6 stars are people like Hulkbuster instead of, say, Iceman or Archangel. And I get that, kind of like the reason why we still haven't seen somehow a 5-star version of Wolverine or Scarlet Witch. There are certain champs that Kabam feels like are going to break the game with their max rank of the next star, but they're sacrificing the ability of people to be OP with certain champions with just putting out so many trash common champions that they're going to get burnt out. I'm tired of seeing pictures of people saying, this is my 3rd 6-star King Groot, right? This is my 3rd 6-star Karnak. It's just not going to be a healthy environment as long as the prices stay so sky high for a product that is often worth maybe a third of what they're charging. And as the game progresses, 6-star shards need to come down. We have also seen a troubling pattern where when Cavalier Crystals were first released in the game, I would see videos where people would pull 2 or even 3 6 stars in a batch of 10. Now I've seen videos where you'll open 200 Cavalier Crystals and not get a 6-star. So those drop rates have been nerfed to the ground, at least in the basic Cavalier Crystals, the 200 unit ones. So yeah, crazy expensive for a trash product, burning people out and causing them to not enjoy a game that they used to love. It's a troubling pattern, YouTube, and if Kabam doesn't address it, it's only going to get worse. Thanks for watching.